Hey Lightweights, today I'm going to be reacting to episode 4 of Band of Brothers, and I am very, very nervous because if last episode was any indication, I'm in for a rough ride the rest of the series. I had mentioned in the intro last video, so far so good. Wasn't sure when the tears were going to come, but I knew that they were going to happen eventually, and that was the episode with which they decided to start. Not sure if this will also be an emotional one. I'm not sure if every episode from here on out is going to be, but I am very nervous and also very excited to be continuing this with you all. As always, please make sure you subscribe. If you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell button. And if you're interested in the full reactions, you can find those over on Patreon. The link is in the description or a pinned comment below. And with that, here we go. As always, gotta find more scenes that I recognize. I have my pen ready for notes. So I think that one was in the last episode. There's a couple I already pointed out. I'm gonna do that every time. It's so freaking good. It's so freaking good. We saw that last episode. There's a lot last episode. Oh, I thought it did that. You guys told me in the comments that he survives though, so that's good. Oh, we saw that episode too. Ooh, when do we get to the cold episodes? That looked real nasty. Couple more faces that I recognize now from the intro.
They accept people coming in like myself as a replacement, but you also have to prove yourself.
I don't know why. I got right there to where I didn't want to be friendly with replacements coming in because, God, I didn't like seeing them get killed.
That makes sense.
They were like heroes to us, you know. That's how we looked at them. And they were good.
I could see why you wouldn't want to make friends with the new guys if you were worried that you were just going to lose them instantly. You don't want to make that connection. Part 4, Replacements. September 13th, 1944, Aldburn, England.
Double 7. Oh! You're embarrassing the lieutenant yet.
They just serious fighting, man, that's all.
He's a baby!
You want to bet? What? You want to bet? No, I don't gamble. Come on, have another game. I don't really know much about gambling.
Listening to Winters.
Access babe seat, private half race.
You can't sit with us!
Is that right? Who are you?
Private Miller. James Miller.
So young.
Lieutenant, you gonna shoot lefty all night?
What would I do without George Laws? Boop! Oh!
Well, what do you call them letters at the broadsend?
Dear John letter.
A Dear Babe letter.
Oh no.
Babe don't have to risk getting inside old Doris again. Hey, boy, your squad listens up real good.
They're like, is it safe to laugh? I'm not sure.
What are you laughing at?
Oh.
You pay attention to Sergeant Randall. That's the smartest man in the company.
They're like, I don't know if we're supposed to laugh, if we're supposed to be serious. We're all over the place right now.
Where'd you get that? That's right. For what the regiment did. You weren't there.
Oh no. I don't know. I feel like that's one of your guys. You gotta stand up for him.
Shit, Cobb. You didn't fight Normandy neither.
Oh, got him.
This here is Carl Lipton.
He's already married, Smokey.
The new Easy Company First Sergeant.
Yay!
Well, hate to break the mood here, boys, but we're moving out again.
Ugh. Why is he always the one that has to tell them that? Every single time it's him. They're gonna start seeing him when he walks into the room.
This is called Operation Market Garden. This one's even bigger than Normandy.
The entire European advance has been put on hold to allocate resources for this operation.
Ooh, it's like big deal.
If this works,
These tanks will be over the Rhine and into Germany. That could end the war, get us home by Christmas.
That doesn't bode well for how this goes, because I don't know about Market Garden specifically, but I do know that they did not do that, so now I'm extra nervous.
Watch and learn, kids. You want to live? Jump ready to fight.
I love how they have their replacements look even younger. Is that Popeye? Oh, wait, no, it's Sobel. What's Sobel doing here? No one looks happy to see him. Oh. So that wasn't Popeye in the back? My bad, guys. I got excited. Thought he was back.
They let you out of the hospital like that, boy.
It is.
Can you make the jump?
Sure, I can, Lip. I just can't sit.
How are you supposed to land and crawl?
What's he doing here?
Supply officer?
Honestly, seems like that's something he'd be really good at.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it either. Hey, maybe he's gonna court-martial me later, huh?
Probably. Don't piss him off.
Sergeant Malarkey.
Sir?
Sergeant, that motorcycle is United States Army property.
Much bigger than a can of peaches.
Yeah, seem all right.
Look, Sergeant, you'll be the man behind me. When the green light comes on, you could just tap me, all right?
He's freaking colorblind? I don't think you're supposed to be colorblind there. I don't think you're supposed to... Okay.
Lose your reserve, you won't need it, we're jumping low. Take your belly band and wrap it around, you'll be fine.
Again, showing that experience compared to the rookies, if you will. September 17th, 1944, Holland. When I finish the series, I want to do a Band of Brothers tour and go to the different countries that the war happened in and see the different places. At least they're all landing next to each other this time. That's an improvement from the last jump we saw. What did you do that for? A little commemoration thing? Yeah. I feel like if you're Popeye and you're recovering from a bullet wound in your butt, the landing is not going to be easy.
Sorry. Don't be sorry. Grab your rifle, let's go.
Ripping my tissue over here. I'm not crying, for the record. No tears yet. Just a runny nose. Always.
I think I love Holland.
I wonder if they hit anything.
I can't imagine just being a civilian and having to live through all of this.
Won't be able to shoot us straight with that thing on.
I love how... he just seems like such a good leader, too. He's just like the dad, always there, giving him the tips, giving him the advice. Is that a sign? Eindhoven, Holland? Eindhoven?
You see Captain Winters? Yeah, fine. Keep your squad moving.
I feel like that would be really dangerous, though, because if there are any German soldiers there, how are you supposed to keep track of that? Keep track of all your guys? Keep track of your enemies? Like, you'd be really distracted. He's like, I've seen God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Welshie?
Snipers.
Did they see snipers? Or are they worried about snipers?
We gotta get to these bridges.
Sergeant Talbert, let's move. We got work to do.
He's like, a man has needs. Oh. They were the ones accused of sleeping with Nazis. Oh, shh.
What did they do?
They slept with the Germans.
That happened in a lot of different places. In some places, it was real bad.
I'd be happy to have your help. Get scouts to the edge of town in case we're here for the night.
That has to be such a relief, though, to know that you're not occupied by the Germans anymore. Can't even imagine that feeling.
Sleeping outside is for suckers.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Raus in die Hohen. Mach schnell. Sprechen Sie English?
I know that. I said that a lot in Germany.
Are you here to stay?
Mm-hmm. As long as we have to.
Yeah, they don't tell us very much. They all speak English. They all love us. What a fantastic country.
Ja, kom Rinus, is goed.
Aww. Poor baby. He probably hasn't really known a life outside of war, depending on how old he is. Definitely not old enough to remember life otherwise. Oh, what a cutie.
You never tasted chocolate.
Oh. Slow down, Kate, you'll get a bellyache.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That was so sweet.
I hate eggs. Hey, son, you can have this one.
How do you hate eggs? I'll take all your eggs. So if I recall correctly, a lot of times these women were called like horizontal collaborators. So basically women who slept with German troops. The problem is, obviously some of them, probably a lot of them did so willingly, but some of them did so to survive.
How's he doing? He's quite a target, don't he?
Oh God, that's so dumb. What are you doing?
Lieutenant!
Was he one of the replacements? That seemed... Oh! Oh! Drag him over! Drag him over! Oh, God. I don't think a medic's gonna be able to... In theory, they're not supposed to shoot the medics, but... Oh, God. See? In theory. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did we know who that was? I didn't recognize him. That definitely didn't seem like something someone would have done who'd experienced the war so far. I don't know if he's been in this and I just don't recognize him. It's hard to tell sometimes because they're so quick with the camera angles and stuff, which is not a criticism by any means. Just sometimes it's hard to keep up as a first-time viewer. Oh.
The Germans have gone or he wants us to go. I don't know.
I don't think he liked you very much. That didn't seem like, in a way, friendly. Seemed like an annoyed way. Like you're disrupting my morning tea. Leave me be. Ooh. At least that was a German one. Does he actually place Garnier? Does he actually have an underbite and they found someone that was just perfectly roll, or is he... is he just doing it for the acting? Because that's impressive. My jaw would hurt. I'm so freaking nervous right now. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, 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 oh. Don't they have tanks rolling up too, don't they? They gotta warn them. Oh God. Where is that in relation?
We got a ground tank! 100 yards on the left, body stays back! I don't see him.
Ugh.
My orders are no unnecessary destruction of property!
No.
Can't see the bugger, I can't bloody well shoot him!
Just shoot! I'd say that's necessary destruction of property if you ask me. Necessary for your frickin' lives. Yeah, don't be anywhere near there. Get out of there.
What the hell's he doing?
Nothing good. Oh my God. Maybe at least just go in your tank? I don't know. Fuck. Where is it though? Is it behind the house? I can't tell where it is. Oh no, oh, no, 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 no. Stop. Oh shit, too late. Too late. Boom.
Forward, Boozy!
Shoot! No forward roll, shoot! Oh God. Ooh! Run! Ooh, they were... Oh no. They were really hidden up there. I didn't see those guys. Oh my God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God, he's gonna get squished. I don't trust that cover. I don't trust that cover. That's not covering you from a tank. Oh my God, please crawl faster. Where's the tank? Oh my God, go! Oh my God. Please tell me he doesn't die. No, no. Why did you stay stand up. Oh my god. If they show him getting squished, I'm gonna be done with this show. I'm gonna riot. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. I can't watch that. No, I don't care about. Show me Bull. What's happening with Bull?
Trents, MG42, 10 o'clock. Nail him. Fire!
Yes! Where's Bull?
Sorry, Van Klink, other side of that hedge.
Jesus, the frickin' medics. You have to have frickin', pardon my French, balls of steel to be a medic. Fuck. That'll do it. That was highly effective.
We are pulling back! Let us fall back!
Oh, I was just about to say he's doing so well. Oh, no. Oh.
Come on. Go get him!
No. No.
Hey, Doc. Lieutenant, are you kidding me? I weigh more than both of you two guys combined.
You can't just leave him. What do you mean? Oh, I love you guys. That's so risky. That's so risky.
One bullet, 4 holes. How bad?
So bad. So bad.
Thanks! I'm alright. I'm alright.
Fuck this episode. Jeez.
Cap, we got 4 dead, 11 injured. Okay, let's move them out.
You can't move out yet. You don't have all your people. Guys, he's gonna freaking get captured.
Hey, the bull.
I get why they had to leave, but I'm really mad. Oh my god. Get back in the shadows. I didn't even see you there. Go back. Oh, it's on both sides. It's a short tunnel. Oh god. Oh god. Dude, you're gonna get spotted. Please. You're stressing me out. You're stressing me out. Just scooch in a little. Jesus. I feel like your little frickin' drainage tunnel was a better hiding spot. Where are you right now? Barn? Please don't turn him in.
Lieutenant Brewer is gonna make it.
Nah, there's no way.
He's headed back to England. They'll probably send him home.
That was the guy that got in the front? He lived? How? Damn. Oh my god, that has to be so stressful. Did he get hit? Oh, yeah, he did. Oh my god. I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. Ooh. He's like, well, fuck, I need some. Cannot blame him there.
Just pull,
Ooh.
pull it out.
Mm. Oh, a shrapnel. Oh. Dude, that was in there. That thing was huge. This episode's gonna be the death of me. It's gonna be the death of me. I'm too stressed out. Okay, maybe he's not gonna see it. Maybe they're not gonna see it. How? How did he see that? It's so dark in there. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You don't need to worry about it. Just move on. Oh, girl. Hide, please. You're about to get them all freaking blown in. Oh! Oh, they were so close to getting out of this. That's good. Oh! No. Look. Did he time that intentionally for when the planes were going over? Or did he time it for when his back was turned? Because if he just timed it for his back being turned, that was real lucky. Because everyone would have heard this otherwise. Stop watching! He had no choice. She was looking at him all wrong. He freaking had no choice. He saved her life.
You news on a bull yet? There ain't no body, then there ain't nobody fucking dead.
There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
Not by yourself, you're not. I'll go with you. Let me get some ammo.
I'll go. Me too.
Webster, us or them?
Probably them. How can you tell? Nobody move a muscle. She's so traumatized. I get it, but now I feel like he's gonna feel guilty, and he can't feel guilty.
Bombing Eindhoven.
Oh my god. With that freaking family.
We'll be waving so many orange flags at us tomorrow.
You found him! Good job! It's gonna mean so much to him that they went back, though.
Glad to see you, boys.
I cannot believe he freaking got out of that.
Whether to slap you, kiss you, or salute you.
All three.
Salty bastards, they wanted to go on a suicide run to drag your ass back.
Never did like this company, none.
I did not think he was making it out of that.
I don't like retreating.
I was gonna ask if this was the first time Easy has lost. Those poor people. Was the family with the little boy with the chocolate, was he in Eindhoven too? Market Garden was a high-risk operation that failed. The Allies' plan to end the war by Christmas 1944 was not to succeed. Easy Company's regiment, the 506th, lost 180 men, while 560 were wounded. Of the entire 101st Airborne, 750 were killed and 2,100 injured. At Arnhem, the British 1st Airborne lost nearly 8,000 men? Holy shit. All right, you guys, that episode... so stressful. So stressful. I feel like I was just a ball of anxiety and stress that entire episode. I like how they showcased what the interviews at the beginning talked about, how they didn't want to necessarily learn the new replacements' names. They didn't want to befriend them or get close to them because they were afraid of losing them. They'd lost a lot of guys. They'd seen a lot of their replacements die. So to kind of defend themselves against that, they just essentially built a wall between themselves so that they could protect themselves from those feelings, which as a replacement was undoubtedly very difficult because, like the one guy in the interview said, those were their heroes. They really looked up to those guys, and that had to hurt. But coming from the men who had been there from the beginning or for a while, you have to do that in order to emotionally and mentally survive, because losing a friend after friend after friend, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine how difficult that was. So I totally understand it, but it was probably so difficult for the new replacements that came in, because all they want probably is to be a part of that brotherhood with the guys that they looked up to, that they wanted to be working with, that they wanted to be like. They also did a really good job, and I don't know, like I have a couple examples in my head, I'm sure there was more, and I also don't know if these were necessarily all replacements, so I apologize if they're not. Like I said in the episode, sometimes it's hard to keep track of who's who in those fighting sequences, but I also felt like this episode did a great job of showing just how green the replacements are, because yes, like they said in the interviews at the beginning, they went through all the same training, but they had not survived the earlier battles. So they were much more green. And I feel like this episode showcased that. The one lieutenant, I forget his name, I'm so sorry, but the one lieutenant who just walked out in front of the column and was just there to be shot. Real glad he survived. That was lucky though. That was real lucky. I don't know how that's possible. That was so lucky. He's one example. The other example I remember right away was when they were going through that row of hedges. The first guy was like, okay, follow me. And he crawls through the hedges. The second guy who follows him just runs through. And again, that's something that's, you're not used to the heat of the moment. Obviously they were trained to do that, but when it's chaos like that, sometimes that doesn't necessarily sink in because there's so much going on. And he just ran right through the hedges and instantly got shot. And I don't think... Oh, he survived too. I think they said he survived too. That was McKinley? So I don't know, maybe he survived too. But I feel like those two are examples of how the experienced soldiers were dealing with things versus the new replacements, and also showing why they didn't necessarily want to get close to those replacements. So I thought very well done on that aspect. I also thought it was hard to watch, but I wrote down about the horizontal collaborators, and I started to talk about it in the episode, but there was just too much that I wanted to say, and I didn't want to talk over anybody. So with I don't know if they were called this everywhere, but in a lot of places they were called horizontal collaborators. Basically women who were caught sleeping with Germans, and then wow, my New York A just came out to play. After areas were liberated, these women were, well, like we saw, they were treated harshly. And that's an understatement in some areas. In this show, they only showed like the shaving of the head and the kicking out of the town, which I think was a common way to deal with those horizontal collaborators. But I do know that there were much harsher methods, particularly I think in France, there were some really rough ones, but it was happening. It wasn't just like one specific area. It happened in a lot of places. So I don't want to like call out specific countries because it just happened a lot. But, you know, there were stories of women being killed, tarring and feathering, some more extreme ones that I don't want to talk about, but it was not pretty. It was real rough what these women went through. And I started to say in the episode, obviously, a lot of times there were women who were willingly doing that. However, there were also a lot of times where women willingly did it, but they willingly did it in order to survive. There was no food in a lot of these areas, so doing things in order to survive for yourself or for your loved ones, trying to use that to your advantage. And then there were women who unwillingly. And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure, and it's been a long time since I learned about this, so please check me in the comments if you need to, but I'm pretty sure even women who did it unwillingly, a lot of times were also included in that. They didn't necessarily take time to fact check or care. If someone pointed them and said, oh, they were a collaborator, then they were dealt with in whichever fashion was happening in that area. So it was really, really rough. There was no like trial. It was just, these women are guilty and we're going to treat them accordingly. And there's a lot that went into it. And it's just, it's rough. It was, in my personal opinion, one of those examples of sometimes the good guys don't necessarily act like the good guys. So you can do your own research in that, but I was glad that they showed that, but it was rough to watch. It was really rough to watch. And I know also that the children of those encounters, children of those encounters, like the one woman we saw holding the baby in the road, obviously we don't know for a fact that was a German child, but I'm just going to assume that it was. Those children in particularly were ostracized and treated horribly as well, even though it wasn't their choice. So definitely an uglier side to the war that I'm glad that they at least acknowledged in some small way. Yeah. So definitely look into that because it's something I don't think necessarily gets a lot of attention when people learn about World War II. But definitely one of those things that stuck in my head when I learned about it in college. The other thing I wrote down was kind of right around that same time with the kids relaying info. That did happen a lot too. They were caught and they were treated accordingly as well. So that was another rough side to the war, but the kids wanted liberation and they wanted to help out too, and that was the way that they could help out. So yeah, I love that this show is taking the history and showing the history in these ways and smaller things that I feel like a lot of the movies that I've watched so far don't necessarily showcase. I think that was everything. Yeah, I think that was everything. I think everything else I said in the actual episode. So if you guys have any other things that I might have missed or any other little cool factoids about the episode or about, the history that this episode talked about, please feel free to drop those in the comments because I always love, like I say, learning about everything that I don't know. So please feel free to let me know anything that you know in the comments below. Also, if you are interested in the full reaction to this episode, like I said at the beginning, you can find it over on Patreon, which is linked in my description and also in a pinned comment. Or if you would just like access to these episodes, earlier, as soon as they get edited and posted, you can become a channel member right here on YouTube. That way you don't have to go to a different site. I know sometimes that's a little bit more difficult or complicated or makes people uncomfortable, whatever the case may be. So you've got lots of options. Or if you don't want to throw any extra money this way, I totally get it because times are tough. You can just subscribe. That would be really cool too. Also, I wore my Julie Andrews shirt. I forgot to point this out because I talked about my Edelweiss story last episode. So I thought I'd wear my Julie Andrews shirt for The Sound of Music. Anyways, well, just Julie Andrews in general, but okay. It was going so well. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you have an amazing day.